Hello everybody, this is Ed and welcome back to another episode. Hello, yes, I've got another episode of Minecraft the game. I have a zombie villager, as you can see, as well as a skeleton here, making life very difficult for me. And unfortunately my sword broke, so I had to oh my goodness me, it's all happening at once, isn't it? I've got the flying beasts of the night coming and making life very difficult. Oh, he flew up. Okay, there we go. We've got the zombie villager down in the earth. Sorry, down in the chute. And right now I'm just going to take care of all the badness right here, because these zombies are making things very difficult for me, as well as these... Oh, goodness me, I've forgotten what they're called. Phantoms. There we go. Oh, I hope everyone is having an absolutely lovely day. I know I'm having a lovely day, but I hope you are too, and if not, let's make it a lovely day. Alright, I'm getting inside. It's just too much of bother out there right now. We need to convert this zombie villager and make sure I've got a sword on my bar there. I wonder what a Zord is. A Zord sounds like a zombie sword. I've got zombie on the brain. Okay, use our potion of weakness. And I've got to make sure I get it. Lovely. And I didn't get infected by that either. Okay, well here we just had to play the waiting game. Yeah, you wait there, zombie. I'm gonna go. Right, I'm gonna take care of these phantoms. Oh, missed it. There we go. Oh, what a shot was that? And we've got ourselves a lovely bit of phantom membrane. And can we get this guy? Look at that. Oh, I must admit, I've been practicing a bit with my bow, and it looks like it's paying off. Oh, there we go. I thought it was about time. He's been waiting in there for a while now. Down you go. The good thing about converting zombie villagers at night time is that as soon as they're done, they're just going to go for the first bed. Now, we have ourselves a lovely plot of land right here. And you know what I'm going to build? Something very special. I'm going to be making myself a bakery or a cake shop, because I love cake. I think everybody loves cake, but I love cake. I wasn't going to say more than the next person, but I do love cake a lot. And cake is a marvellous thing, so why not have a cake shop in here? Now, I'm hoping I can do this all in one video, so I'm going to be trialing this, and I'm not too sure what height I need to have it here, because I don't know if I'm going to put the path down one or make it this level here. And you know what? I think with the way it is, I might leave the path, have it at the level that I'm standing on, in which case then I'm just going to be trialing it anyway. So, how has everyone been? The new year has well and truly started, hasn't it? And it's always exciting to start a new year, and it's been a bit of a funny year for me, I must admit. There's been some ups and been some downs, but that's all part of life, isn't it? And I tell myself, don't get dearie me, don't get stressed out by little things, especially with logs that decide to go on their side, and just try and enjoy the life that I have, because life is too short to be upset over trivial things. And yeah, I see a lot of people ranting and raving all over the internet and on Twitter and Reddit and all those type of websites, and not all the time. There's a lot of funny things. I do like Reddit because it's got a lot of things to do with cats and dogs being very silly, and I like that. But yes, it's amazing just how angry people get, and I don't know, everyone has to go through certain things in their life, and life's not always the easiest, but the main thing to know is that there's always someone there that can help you. And even if you don't know anyone, you can always make a friend or meet someone. I mean, that's why I always try and apply the idea that helping someone out, even a complete stranger, even if it just brightens their day a little bit, then that's a good thing. That's a good deed, in my opinion, because there are so many. I worked in customer service, I should say, in sales for such a long time, and so many people would come in, because I've worked in a whole different selection of stores, and I'd get happy people and grumpy people and everyone in between. And there we go. That's a shelf where we're going to put our cakes, and we're going to got a lovely display window there, because I want to make sure that people can see the cakes as they walk past. There we go. And some people that were just in an absolute frizzy and having an absolutely terrible day, I'd like to do my best to make sure to make their day a better day if I could. And that's not just in, working in the job, that was just, in everyday life. Okay, I might thinking, instead of just having a plain cake shop, it's not too high up here, what I might do is have a, didn't make that jump, is have an area, like a little bedroom on the top there. And speaking of bedroom, I'm getting hungry. In the game, I mean. Ah, dearie me. So, as you can see, I haven't really done much to this path down here. This is a blacksmith that I built to spec. Everything is in here. Every last detail is copied exactly the same, with the hope that one villager will become a blacksmith and I'll be able to trade blacksmith things with him or her. I think that they take whatever job they want, as long as the grindstones there, or whatever stone is related to the job, is not stone, whatever workbench is there that they need for their job. So yeah, just putting down the grindstone will be enough. But I wanted it to be a proper blacksmith for the is it called weaponsmith now? Not too sure. I wanted it to be a proper blacksmith. Anyway, so I'm just going to do some readjustments because I'm not too sure about this. But yes, as I was saying, people get so upset, and sometimes all it takes is a quick, how are you doing? How's your day? I'm sorry to hear it. It's okay. Look, things can only get better kind of situation. I know that doesn't apply for everything, because there's some very serious things people go through. And saying, you don't want to sound patronizing either, that's for certain. So, but just having an ear for people to talk to I think helps a lot in some cases. But you certainly don't want to come across patronizing, because that can get some people in a real, can really work them up. You don't want to do that at all. Oh, dearie me. Okay, so I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit distracted. I'm building this on the fly. I've made bakeries in the past, but I'm never happy with the design, and I must admit, it is a bit warm in my room right now. The summer is really in full swing here in Australia, and I can't have the fan on because you'd hear this buzzing noise, and I don't want to be fighting phantoms throughout the night, so I'm just going to sleep in this little house here. So I've got the fan turned off, otherwise you'd be hearing the vroom from the fan. I like having the fan on at night though when I'm in bed. For those of you that don't know, I suffer from tinnitus. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, and that's a ringing in both of my ears that gets quite loud, and especially at night time. And it used to cause me terrible insomnia when I was a kid and a teenager. And something like having a fan or a white noise machine going, it really does help make life a lot easier for me when I'm trying to sleep. But right now I'm using an app on my iPad that creates like white noise or any type of noise really that helps me go to sleep. And that really does help. And I used to have a machine that had a speaker built into it, I should say, next to my bed. But I needed to have it really loud because my tinnitus is really loud. So and my wife found it difficult to sleep with that there after so many years of putting up with it. And now I have the headphones in. But I really need to get myself a pair of those wireless Bluetooth headphones that are those little earpod like what do they have for the iPhones now? The AirPods, but not AirPods. Ones for, I guess, every type of device. Android version of iPod earpods. I get so confused sometimes with all these iPods, iPads, iNanos, this, iPhones, that. It gets a little bit confusing, but I won't worry about it. I'll just correct myself every time I make a mistake. And I'm going to bring this workbench over here just to make life a bit easier for me, because sometimes I need a little workbench. But where am I going to put it? I'm getting all distracted and turned around right about now. Right, so, but yeah, I was trying to do a 360 door jump, but I didn't pay off. Having a white noise machine really does help, but the one thing that really worries me, especially considering I have the noise on very loudly, which probably isn't very good for my ears, but with the tinnitus constantly being there, it's something that I really need loud, otherwise there's no way I'm going to get any sleep at all. But the main thing I'm worried about is if the fire alarm goes off, I wouldn't be able to hear it. So I said to my wife, if you hear any type of noise that's any concern, wake me up immediately, please. So she knows to wake me up. I'm sure the animals would wake me up too. But last night I had a terrible job trying to get to sleep. I just really couldn't get to sleep. I went to bed 2 nights ago. I went to bed at about 9:30 and I was asleep by 10 because, work days I get very tired, so pass out and I haven't really got time to do much of anything except for some days I don't even play Minecraft, which is very upsetting. But I just get so exhausted. I just fell straight to sleep. And then last night, I went to bed at 10. I read my book. I'm reading a biography on Ozzy Osbourne, and he's had a very interesting life. And that feels like it's a bit cramped, so I'm just going to remove this here and have it a little bit more opened up in this area. But last night I read about half a chapter. I'm a very slow reader, and then I went to sleep. Well, by that I mean I turned the light off, laid in bed from about 10:30 through to about 3 o'clock in the morning, unable to get to sleep. It was absolutely dreadful. But, that's life, isn't it? And, oh dear. And of course, today being the day, I had to start work an hour earlier because I was asked to come in an hour earlier. So, oh dear, it always seems to be when it rains, it pours, except for in Sydney, because we're desperate for rain right now in New South Wales, I should say. And Sydney's water dam levels aren't looking the best right now, that's for certain, so I really hope they get rain. Right, okay, so, well, this is starting to come along. I'm getting the final foundation log up. Fantastic. Little jump. There we go. We get this bit along here. I'm going to have a staircase in this area here, so we can get up the staircase and to the bedroom area. And I think this is going to be a storeroom as well. So I'll keep the idea is that this is a staircase and storeroom area for the bakery, because it is so important that we have an area to make our cakes and to have the flour and all that in here. Not that Minecraft has flour, it's got wheat, doesn't it? Oh, dearie me. There we go. There's just getting a bit hot in the room right about now, so excuse me if I just take a breath while I do keep talking. Whew. Oh, there goes the shovel, dearie me. Any which way. So, the other day I went out with my wife. We went to did some shopping, and well, it looks a bit funny. I'm going to put the window here instead if I want to build the staircase like that. And we went shopping, and we got some Italian food for lunch, and we love Italian food. And we also we went and looked at books. She loves books, and I was looking at vinyls. I'm really into a vinyl phase at the moment, and I want to get a new vinyl player, which I'm sure I've mentioned before in a previous video. And one thing I'll say when it comes to vinyls is that it's not a cheap hobby, that's for certain, especially if you're trying to get some vinyls that aren't easy to get. If they're collector's items or ones that are a little bit of a niche market, you're going to be paying a lot more for it, which is a real shame. Oh, this tall grass, if you see me destroy too high grass, there's a reason why. I find that in Minecraft, when I'm being attacked by zombies, or anything really, creepers or skeletons, if there's a piece of too high grass in the way, I'll always hit that first before I hit the zombie. It's a right kerfuffle. There we go, that's going to be the back doorway for a little back area for the, I think that's where I'm going to put the ovens. And here we go, this is the main area. I was going to think about putting a doorway there, but I won't do that. I'll just leave it as the doorway is now, near the staircase in the storeroom. And let's see. I need to make sure that I leave enough space for a second floor to be added in, and a bedroom as well, because I want to make sure that our baker can go to sleep. And I think that would be so handy if you could wake up and look at that, lovely, go to work, and then just go to work, all you have to do is go downstairs if you're so close to where you work, so that way you don't have to travel that far. Would be quite handy anyway. Now, I'm not too sure how the staircase is going to go, because I haven't put the roof on it yet, and I've got a feeling it's going to be quite cramped. No, didn't mean to do that. That was very silly of me. Right, so yes, as I was saying, vinyl. Look at that. Goodness me, I'm just walking away. Deary me. Now I need to get back over here. There we go. Yeah, buying vinyls, it's certainly not a cheap thing to do, but it is really fun. And you know what? There we go. Look at that. I'm happy about that. One of the cool things that I really like about having a vinyl player and listening to vinyls, records, is... Oh, excuse me. Didn't mean to yawn. That was very naughty of me. I do apologize. The one thing that I really like about having a record player and listening to vinyls is that everyone, including myself, so used to having just like an MP3 player or, the iPod or your phone and listening to music using those, and it's always there. It's always readily available. When you've got a record player, you're going to be listening to it. You can only listen to it when you get home. I mean, I've heard that there are record players that, a portable record player, but I certainly I'm not going to be buying one anytime soon. There we go. I need some steps. Lovely. There we are. I'm happy with just a regular record player, but I like the idea that, if you've got the record player at home, you can't just put the music on. It's not readily available. It's unique like that. It's unique in the sense that it's not always there, and that's what I feel like life is becoming. It feels like we're just making things more and more convenient. That's that way. The slightest moment where we have to where we're like, say, traveling on the train, the slightest moment of free time, we have to fill it up with keeping ourselves busy. And I find that if you really want to help yourself, just be calm and present. I'm going to have to wait for that block of dirt to grow back, so that way I can turn it into like a pathway area. As you can see, I don't mind waiting, that's okay. But yeah, it's a moment we have the second we have a moment of free time, we immediately try and fill it up with something. Now when I find myself going for a walk, when I'm going to work, to have to walk to the train station or something like that, I don't even bother listening to music anymore. I just want to keep that moment just peaceful and just not have anything happening, just to give my brain a rest. And I'm guilty of having heaps of music playing, always listening to music. I'm very happy with the barrel on the side right about there. That's really nice. I like that. But yeah, it's just constantly feeling the need to kind of fill the void. It overloads your brain, I think. And for me, I'm taking a step back, What was really cool was that the other day I was thinking, I got a vinyl record. Sorry, a record, not a vinyl record. I got a record, and I was thinking, I can't wait to get home to listen to that. I really want to listen to it now, but I can't, and I can't fit in between that gap. And I was like, you know what? It's good that I can't listen to it, because it gives me the time to appreciate missing it. That's one thing I think people forget to do, is have time to miss something, because if you don't and it's always there, well, the novelty wears off, which is something I've complained about having early Christmas, but why the stores have early Christmas, but not just that, having time to miss something. When you do have that something, you really appreciate it, and I think that is a real beauty right there that people miss out on. There we go. The shop's taking a real form, isn't it? And we're going to have the bedroom done. I feel like I've been going for a while, so I might have to do the top half of this in the second episode. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. The store is getting there. The storage room looks good. I'm going to have to make a few cakes as well, and I know I'm going to have to look up the recipe on how to make cakes. I'm definitely going to need a lot of wooden slabs though, in order to be able to sorry, not wooden slabs, wooden staircases, so that way I can make the roof. Yeah, I want to put some lights down. I feel very anxious when I'm in a building that's got no lights on it. Not that it would stop anything from spawning outside, but it's just, I feel a bit better. I feel like maybe I should put something in that corner, but you know what? Less is more. Okay, here we go. We're going to start building the roof here. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about vinyls now, because that's the one thing I seem to be talking about in this episode. I have a friend, his family owns a second-hand book and vinyl store, and one thing I've learnt that oh dearie me, one thing I didn't know about vinyls is that you have to clean them every so often because they get dirty, and the dirtier they are, the music, the little stylus. There we go. That's a word I couldn't remember last time. Not needle, but stylus. The little stylus then doesn't make it. Oh goodness me! I knew I heard him. Just like in PUBG, he shot before he even saw me. That was unusual. Did you guys see that? The wooden log, the logs made a stripped log. Okay, not too sure how that happened. Anyway, yeah, skeleton got me before his head was even above the. Oh no, dearie me! Oh goodness me! Did you see that? I put down 2 upside down staircases by accident. Anyway, but yeah, vinyls, you've got to give them a clean, and you can get all these types of solutions that have got alcohol and whatnot in there as like cleaning solutions. And I spoke to him. I said, what do you recommend? Because I've heard people that use these fancy machines that they say cost too much, and I heard people who don't, and that they say use the cheap, use shampoo or whatever like that. And he said, look, the best stuff that I use to clean my records is water and washing up liquid. And apparently he swears by it. Oh dear, you know what? I think I'm going to have to finish it up here. I'm going to remove that. That looks a bit strange how that cobblestones is there. So I'm going to get rid of that, and you won't notice that downstairs. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Take care, live long, live well, look after yourselves, and remember, it's really important to look after each other, okay? Take care. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye.